looking nice. That's what we want. And most of the people keep their yards looking nice. You know, everybody keeps everything looking nice. They try anyway.
That's wonderful. How does Mount Pleasant compare to the surrounding communities? And how do they interact? Like Radnor Township, Chester County, how does that all, do you guys mingle much, or does
Well, not that I know of. They have, like I said, they have this association, and when a problem comes up, they will meet up at the church, and you know, like we first had the one problem with them wanting to put the cell towers up there. The cell, you know, what do they put on top of the water thing? The towers, I guess you call them.
Yeah.
For the cell, and so the people down on Wheatley Road, which is predominantly white, I think I know 2 black families that live down there now, but everybody was all in uproar. But anyway, it went through. The cell towers are up there. But usually, you know, I don't know of any mingling. Every now and then, some of us will go over to Church of the Savior, and, you know, they'll put flyers in your box, you know, come to a party, send your children over for this and everything. And some of the kids go, you know, but like I said, I've never been, so but I'd have no problem interacting with anybody, but I just don't.
Have the demographics or the population rate of Mount Pleasant changed throughout the years? Or has it pretty much stayed about the same?
Well, I guess it usually, it has changed. It has changed in one way, and state, well, I don't know, has it changed or not? I'm trying to think. I don't know. What exactly is, I'm thinking, what exactly is demographics?
Meaning that the population rate has
has increased or decreased.
Increased or decreased.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. Well, usually when I guess it stays about the same, because usually when one property is empty or sold, somebody eventually moves in, and sometimes they'll have more children, sometimes less, sometimes no children, but it's around the same.
There hasn't been any new houses that are being built?
Well, yeah, there's one they're working on down the street from me now. They've tore down Miss Hall's old place, and they're getting ready to build up now. Because she had a lot of property down there, and when you go down the hill to turn around, or did you turn into my driveway?
We came down this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't go down the bottom?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay.
We did on a field trip we took the other
Yeah, and
week.
it's just, they took down Miss Hall's property and Mr. Thorogood's, and I understand they're going to put out 4 houses there. So you know how they angle and squeeze them in. They don't have to have much land.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the only building going on this street.
Okay. Are there any important figures in the Mount Pleasant community?
Everybody thinks they're important. But
Very true.
now, my nephew, Ken Burton, he's the president of the Mount Pleasant Association, and you know, I tell him, don't get too puffed up about your position now, come on. But anyway, I don't think anyone thinks they're so important. Jerry, we call him the mayor of Mount Pleasant. He lives down here on the right-hand side. He's a white man, but he's funny, though. We call him, you're just trying to act like the mayor here. We don't have no mayor.
It's funny.
What is your fondest memory?
My fondest memory is here with my family, just enjoying each other, going to my dad used to drive us to Atlantic City in the summer for a couple of weeks, and we'd be laid out on the beach, and you know, it was just wonderful then. You know, they had all the fine hotels up and down the boardwalk, down to see the diving horse, and we had wonderful summers. And then we would go on all kind of trips with the church up to Rye, New York, to Jones's Beach, to different places. You know, we had wonderful filled summers. We really did.
Would you say that was a tradition?
We took a lot of day trips, yeah, and which they still have trips every now and then, you know, to Williamsburg, to this, to that. Different churches will have them, but I would say it's a tradition to have all these trips and stuff. They seem to be having them, so. But then we, as we grew older, we go on cruises, do different things with the family. And I just, just do a lot with my family, my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews. I was on a cruise with Janet, and we had a wonderful time. I would like to get on this Royal Caribbean's new ship. No, I can't afford that. You ever see it on television?
I did. Oh my
Yeah, it
goodness.
looks wonderful. Yeah.
Definitely love to take a trip on that.
Yeah. I said, if I ever hit the lottery, that's next. I'll take everybody.
Excuse me.
Why do you think it's so important to preserve and grab onto the history of Mount Pleasant?
Well, I think it's, now, Miss Hall, she recorded a lot. She did a lot. She has it all recorded, and she was always being interviewed. The Suburban in Wayne was always interviewing her. Every time you open up the Suburban, Miss Hall had done an interview. And I think it's just important so that the ones that come after us will know what it was really like, how our parents worked hard, struggled, saved their little bit of pennies, purchased the land here, and had their houses built. And then, like nowadays, a lot of young people, which I can't fault them, they said they're not going to live here. And I thought, well, everybody has their choice of what they want to do. They're buying homes elsewhere, excuse me. But I think it does good to preserve, but I don't know how much longer it'll be preserved after we're gone. Because I think the young people will they'll just sell everything and go on. That's what I think. You'll come by one day and they'll be done flattened all the houses that are here, and you'll need a key or something to get in, or a code to get in, and you'll come in and say, now I think my house used to be here, and George T. and them used to live over there, and that's the way I think it'll eventually end up.
You'd hate to see that.
Yeah.
What would you like to see out of us being here, taking down this oral history?
What would I like to see? Well, I would hope that you all would understand that although we've broken off from Wayne, well, we have not broken off, but we like to call ourselves Mount Pleasant, Wayne, PA, that we are a group of hard-working people that we're not shiftless and lazy. We do want to work hard, keep our properties off, live a decent life. Just, not be involved in a lot of shady stuff or in any shady stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Years ago when I was about 13, 14, they had a black guy, they called him the Prowler. And so he was breaking in houses, and they got him though, but, I don't know what set him off. But anyway, they caught him, but I just want, that it's just, we could just keep things. I know everything changes. Nothing stays the same. Everything is everything changes constantly, and so you just have to go with the flow.
Well, our course is entitled Democracy and Diversity.
I'm sorry, it's titled what?
Democracy and Diversity.
Oh, Democracy.
What is
and
your
Diversity.
experience with democracy and diversity?
Well, let me see, democracy. Well, like I said, in my corner, in the corner where I live, everything seems to be, at least to me, it seems to have gone well. I didn't have so much controversy or anything. You could go out, go here, go there.